Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Game Society, I call this The Tale of Moonshot Part 2. I pick back up, starting with some bosses to farm, so I'm going to go ahead and fight Glurch here. Let's see if we get anything new. We get the Blob Rosary Necklace here. That one's new. Let's mark that down. Let's go all the way down over here. We give Glurch another try here. We got an Explosions talent. We'll get that afterwards. We're going to go ahead and put it into high velocity charge here and see if we get any new items. Doesn't look like we get anything new here, but there is an egg. We'll handle that when we hatch it. We're back at base moving around and we get a new running talent. We go ahead and put it into Gotta Go Fast. We start working on a base for the other merchant that we forgot to put earlier in the game. We quickly realized that we forgot to give our pet a talent point when they got level 6, so we go ahead and put it into laser pointer play. We then do the finishing touches for the merchant base, and he pops out there. We quickly thereafter work on some gardening, and then we end up getting a talent point, and we put it into utilizing every nutrient. We find a music door in the wild, we just end up blowing up the sides here. Let's see if we get anything new. It looks like we found this Fang necklace. We can mark it off our Moonshot checklist. It's going to be right over here like that. We still need some items from Gorm, so we go ahead and summon him again. We get distracted by some cavelings, but we do end up finding a new item here. We get the caveling hood, so let's go ahead and mark that off. The caveling hood is marked off. Let's go back to Gorm to see if we get any of the items we still need. No luck here. Have to try again. I've been fighting him a lot to look for some stuff. Looks like we got the larva chest finally. So let's mark down that one. That took a while. The larva chest is right here. We're just in the dirt biome when we realize we have an explosion talent to get, so we go ahead and put it into high velocity charge. Shortly soon afterwards, we end up getting a mining talent. We end up putting it into explosions engineer. And then we forgot this gardening one. We did the cooking earlier. This is Grateful Gardener we're putting into. We're just back at base depositing some of the new items we got. We then open up a locked iron chest. Let's see if we get anything new. We don't for our checklist, but we do need a garden trowel here to help us plant seeds faster. And the egg is ready to hatch. Let's see what we get. The junior orange slime. Let's mark it down. Let's mark down this pet. Where are you, junior slime? You're eluding me right now. Oh, over here. Somewhere over here. Orange. We're good. We still need a little bit more stuff from Gorm, so we're going to go ahead and give him another try. It looks like we did get 2 items, the Chieftain Shorts here that we needed, as well as the Arcane Staff. So right here, the Chieftain Shorts, and we have to go to the magic items, and then it is going to be the Arcane Staff. We earn a new melee combat talent, so we go ahead and put it into Quick Strikes. We're then back at base crafting a bunch of grenades, and then we end up getting a crafting talent. So we end up putting it into the right tools in the right hands. We're working on a railroad system when we get lucky and find the elusive apprentice robe, so we can finally mark that one off. They're all the way over here. We were missing them for a while. We still need stuff from Gorm, but we get an explosions talent here. So we put it into high velocity charge. No luck with the items, so we have to go again. Do we finally get something new? We do. We get the Tome of Breach. Let's mark down the Tome of Breach all the way over here in Magic. There it is. Go back to deposit some items. We have 5 locked copper chests, so let's go ahead and see if we get anything new. Ooh, we get lucky with this one with the pot lid. That one's rare. Let's mark down the pot lid from the helmets. Back to some gardening here. And then we get a new gardening talent. So we go ahead and put it into Feast for the Eyes. Just 1 point for now. We go back to Glurch. We end up getting a Vitality talent. So we go ahead and put it into Strong and Healthy. We swap over to some fishing. We forgot we had an explosions talent here, so then we go ahead and put it into phantom bombs. We're fishing for a long time and we get a fishing talent, of course, so we put it into angler's advantage. After a long time, we do get one of the rare items we were looking for. It's going to be this one right here. We have to move the inventory. It's the Neptune necklace, and we're also going to wear it now in our fishing gear set. We're going to mark off the Neptune necklace right here. We're moving along in base and we get another running talent, so we go ahead and put it into keeping tempo. Glurch once again here. And we finally get the rare melting crystal ring. Let's mark it off. It's going to be the rare one right here. We ping pong back to Gorm here, and we get another explosions talent. So we are going to allocate it to phantom bombs once again. We're back at base gardening, and we get another gardening talent. This time we put it into eat your vegetables. We find a new scene. Let's see if there's any new items here. No luck here. We're getting rid of a bunch of larvae here, and then we get a new vitality talent, so we put it into strong and healthy. We pop these destructibles here, and then we end up getting a new item. We get the carapace helm. We're also going to put it on. The carapace helm is right there. And then right after, we find the scratch stone. So let's go ahead and mark this one down. The scratch stone is all the way down here. We're still exploring the larva hive, and then we finally get a new lantern. It's going to be just called lantern, so let's mark it off. It's going to be right there, the second one. Now we put on the carapace helm right here. And then we're crafting potions right here. And then we get a crafting talent. So we're going to put it in the right tools in the right hands. And then we notice we have an explosions talent we forgot about when we put it into phantom bombs once again. Good old Gorm again. Let's see if we can get what we've been looking for. Oh, we finally got it. The cooking pot lid here. Let's mark it off. It's going to be this elusive cooking pot lid that we're checking off over here. Our pet gets to level 8 here. So we're going to go ahead and put a new talent into laser pointer play once again. It's our first time with Hive Mother, so I'll let you enjoy the battle. Let's see the new items we get. We get Hive Bone Helm, as well as over here we get Rift Lens. Let's mark them down on the checklist. Hiveborn Helm is over here. And for offhand, we get Rift Lens. We fight her again, and we get the Stone Mortar. We get the Scrapsuka, as well as the Battle Axe. So we have the Battle Axe right over here. And then we have the Scrapsuka right here, Stone Mortar. We earned a bunch of talents during these fights, so let's go ahead. For melee, we get Quick Strikes. For Vitality, we're going to get Strong and Healthy. And then for Explosions, we will get Phantom Bombs. Let's deposit some of our loot here into the chest for now. We're gardening, and we get another talent, so we're going to put it into Eat Your Vegetables. We farm the Hive Mother again, and then we get a new item here. We end up getting the Hive Bone Pants. Let's go ahead and mark those down over here. We fight her twice more. We get Hourglass Ring. And then we also get the Hive Bone Breastplate. Let's go ahead and mark those two down. We have the Hive Bone Breastplate. And then for the ring, it's going to be the Hourglass Ring. Got this good chunk done right here. We forgot about our Explosions talent once again. We put it into Phantom Bombs. We finally move into the Forgotten Ruins here, and we get another Explosions talent, and we put it into Composite Armor. We're moving along, and we get a new good item here. We get the Shaman Skull. Let's mark that one down. The Shaman Skull is right here. Next, we find this new item here. We get some Caveling Pants. So those are going to be marked down right here. Also got this good chunk done. And then we get a new Vitality point here, and we're going to put it into Strong and Healthy. Moving along, we get yet another new item, the Stone Chestplate here. Let's mark down the Stone Chestplate. Back to back, we get another new item here. It's going to be the Minion Kindler. It's going to be all the way down right here. Moving along here, we end up getting another running talent, so we put it into Keeping Tempo. And right afterwards, we end up getting a mining talent, so we go ahead and put it into Explosions Engineer. And around the corner, we find a new item, the Caveling Chest. The Caveling Chest right here. Let's go back and deposit some more gear. We got a bunch of locked iron chests. Let's see what we get. First one gets us Tome of Ashes. Tome of Ashes is all the way down right here with the summoning gear. We then get this iron bow. That one's new. Iron bow is going to be right there. Nothing else was new. We're once again gardening, and we put the point into Eat Your Vegetables. We then have enough to craft the iron helm, the iron breastplate, the iron pants, the iron shield, the iron sword, and the iron halberd. Lots to mark off here. Iron helm, iron breastplate, iron pants, the iron shield, we got the iron sword, and then where's the last one? The iron halberd right there. And then we also craft the iron chunk necklace, the glow tulip ring, and then the swift ring. We got the iron chunk necklace right there. We got the glow tulip ring, and then the swift ring. And then I don't forget the crafting talent to put into the right tools and the right hands. Fishing time in the Forgotten Ruins, we get a goldfish ring, which we're also going to equip to our fishing gear. Let's go over here and mark off the goldfish ring. We get lucky soon afterwards and find the bubble pearl necklace. Let's mark it off. And let's not forget our talent. We put it into Angler's Advantage. Then we fish out the trench coat. Let's mark this off and it makes it continuous. We keep going until we get another goldfish ring to equip it to our fishing gear. Back to the Hive Mother here, and then we get the rare broken handle. We're going to mark it off. We then get a blast helmet from Destructibles. The blast helmet's going to be all the way down over here. We duel Malugaz the Corrupted for the first time. Let's see what we get here. I accidentally destroyed the chest. We got the soaring headgear, as well as the bomb necklace. So we have the soaring headgear, and then we're going to have the bomb necklace down here. We equip it. Back at base, we hatch our Pheromoth here, which we also have to mark down. We're gathering a lot of pets. There's that one. We then insert the stolen crystal heart. There's going to be some items for us to get. We grab the blue leather tome and the ritual dagger. We're going to mark off the dagger and then the tome. Gardening once again, we get another talent, so we're going to go ahead and put it into eat your vegetables. Let's farm Meliodas the Corrupted again and see what we get. It looks like we do get some stuff. We get the Oracle card Entity, which is not an item itself, but we'll use it later, and we get the Skull Ring that we get to mark off. Let's go ahead and grab the Skull Ring. Another try at some loot. Let's not forget our talents. We'll put one into quick strikes for melee, and for explosions, we're going to put composite armor. Unfortunately, we get no new items. On our next attempt, we get a little bit luckier, and then we get the skull necklace. And then we mark it off. We then finally find the larva helm from the hive mother. That took a while. The larva helm is right here. During crafting here for some grenades, we get a crafting talent. So we're going to go ahead and put it into Alchemist. And then we have an explosions talent. We'll put it into composite armor. We're then fighting this brute here, which finally gives us the lucky drop that we've been looking for, which is going to be the stone pants. So we're going to mark those down like that. Soon after, we get an explosions talent. We end up putting the talent into composite armor once again. We forgot about our vitality talent before, so we put it in strong and healthy. We then get lucky here and find an item we'll need later, which is the clear gemstone. It doesn't help us now, but we'll keep track of it. And then right after, we find another secret scene here. We get the splintered wooden sword. It's going to be down over here, all the way at the bottom. We then find one of the new puzzle rooms, so let's go ahead and solve it and see if we get anything new in the chest. No luck, we already have all of these. Right after, we're mining and get a mining talent, and we forgot an explosions one, but for mining we put it into explosions engineer, and then for explosions we put it into afterburn. We got most of the items from the first area, so it's time to explore beyond the wall. It's time to enter the Azios Wilderness. We'll hatch this nimble egg later. We go ahead and plow up this little item here, which is new. It's going to be the mercenary pants. Let's go ahead down here and mark them off. Next, we're breaking destructibles here, and we get some new items. The first one is going to be this pedal ring. Let's go all the way down here and mark it off. And then we're going to mark off the headband. We're going to mark off the headband. We get a new melee combat talent, so we're going to go ahead and put it into building anger. We go back to base to make some space and drop off some of the new items. We also get to craft some new items. We're going to make the orb lantern right here, as well as the scarlet shell backpack. So we're going to have to go to lanterns, so the orb lantern, and then we have to go to backpacks. It's going to be the scarlet shell backpack. Let's go ahead and equip them both. It's time to upgrade some of our gear. It's time to go back to Azios Wilderness, and then during another destructible, we find a corrupt warden mask right here. We're going to go ahead and mark this one off. While looking at everything from the explosions that we just caused, we realize there's a new item up over here. It's going to be the Vicious Ring. Let's go down and grab the Vicious Ring right over here. We notice a new item, but we have to clear up some enemies here. Let's make some space. It's going to be the Corrupt Warden Tunic. Let's go right over here and mark off the tunic. We get lucky with this dig spot here and get a new item. It's going to be the Mercenary Tank Top. Let's go ahead right over here and mark that one down. And then quickly thereafter, we find another new item here. We have to make some space. It's going to be the Hunter Hood. Check it off. We get excited to find this scene. It's going to have a new item. We get the Farmer's Hat. Let's mark it off. Got a bunch of stuff that we've found so far. We then get a vitality point with our pickaxe here. Or our axe, I guess. And then we put this into staying alive. We then get an explosions talent, which we're going to put into afterburn. And go back to base to drop off some more items. Our egg is ready to hatch, and we end up getting a fan here. So let's go down to pets, and then we're going to mark that one off. Oh, oh, there it is. I almost missed it. We get a gardening talent, and we're going to put it into thorny weapons. We go to the anvil here. We thought we were going to be able to make more, but we don't have enough wool, so we grab the scarlet helm for now. We're building out our base and we get a crafting talent. We're going to go ahead and put it into Alchemist. We then hunt down some moulins and capture them. We're then moving along and we find a new item. It's going to be the Corrupt Warden shorts. So let's mark them off. We find a new waypoint in the Azios Wilderness, so we grab it. Next we find another waypoint and we grab this one as well. It has the Ancient Shrine, so we're going to have to get the egg later on. Within a mold dungeon, we blew up a chest, but there's a new item here. It's going to be the blowpipe. Let's go ahead down here and mark off the ranged weapon. While we are there, we find another new item, but we have to clear up the enemies first. The mold web pants. They're going to be right here. And right after we find another pair. It's going to be the mold web helm here for the set. Let's mark down the helm. We're mining along and we get a new talent, so we put it into Explosions Engineer. We then capture a Bambuk and then put him into his little pet cave that we made. Once again, dropping off more items. Moving along in the base here, we get another running talent, so we're going to put it into Keeping Tempo. We're going to get some fishing items from the Azios Wilderness, but then we get a fishing talent, so we're going to put it into Chewy Bait. We then get our first item here, the lily pad hat. Let's go ahead and mark it off. It's going to be all the way down here, right there. And then after a long amount of fishing, we get another part. We get the lily pad tunic. It's going to be all the way down over here, like that. One more fishing talent into Chewy Bait again. And another fishing talent into Chewy Bait. After a long amount of fishing, we finally get the lily pad shorts. Let's go all the way down here and then mark them off. I just realized earlier we did get the blast placard, so we'll take that off down too. And yet again, another point into fishing for Chewy Bait. After a very long time, we finally get the sea foam ring. We're going to go right over here and mark it off. And once again, a fishing talent into Chewy Bait. This time we put the fishing talent into Power of Omega. Let's go ahead and open 5 locked Scarlet chests here and see if we get anything new. Looks like we got the Wild Warden mask. Let's go ahead and mark it off. And then we get the Tome of Sprouts here. Let's go down to the tomes. It's right here. Same one again, but we got an arcane egg. We'll hatch that later. It looks like we got the Rema Daisy necklace. That one's gonna be right over here. We had another 5 chests locked away, So let's go ahead and see what we get. It looks like we got the minion detonator. Let's go ahead right here and mark it off. We then do some gardening, get another talent, and put it into thorny weapons. We then pick up a large, shiny, glimmering object, and start the Azios Sky Titan fight for the first time. Let's see what new items we get. We get the broken handle. We already have that. And then we get the Azios dash feather, as well as the Azios beak necklace. Oh, I guess we already had the broken handle. So then we got the Azios feather, which is dash feather right there. And then we got the necklace, Azios beak necklace. So let's mark those off. We now have 158 items. Let's take a look. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Good night.